What's going on, guys? Lewis back again with another video, and today we're actually going to be featuring on something that's been a hot topic in the comment section of my last video. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. That's when I collected my new 2019 Audi S3. But yeah, topic of this video today is going to be the specification on the car. We're going to cover why I've chosen some of the things on this car, also what we have chosen for this car, and maybe reasons why I didn't go for certain things, stuff like that. But yeah, all will become evident by the end of this video. And I have seen many comments such as, where's the pan roof, oh, I really like them wheels, I don't like them wheels. So yeah, we'll discuss the different wheel options as well that was on offer with this car, and yeah, again discuss why I've gone for what I've gone for. And yeah, we'll touch on some of the stuff in the inside as well, all the standard features and stuff. So if you're looking to purchase one, you know what comes standard with these cars, and yeah, what the options are really. So yeah, good video if you're looking to purchase one, or you're just here to listen to me waffle on, or you've got something wrong with you and you like my content, then yeah, let's get this video on the road. Right guys, so really starting from the top with this one, on the exterior of the car. Not going to touch too much on cost, that will be for another video, but we're just going to touch on what I've gone for. So, Audi S3, trim level, we have the black edition. You've got the normal one, which gives you like the chrome exterior. You get sort of the traditional S exterior mirrors, where they're like the brushed aluminium. But yeah, they're black on these ones with the black edition, and then also the grille is black, when normally it would be sort of about chrome. The black edition is probably an extra, I would say roughly 1,000, 1,500 over the normal S3. But yes, definitely worth it. Along with the black edition, you do also get the wheels, which we'll touch on a bit later. But yeah, you'll see from the outside here, you have black around the grille, then also the grille here is black. This is sort of standard on the normal S3. These vents here, kind of the same layout, but as you see, the actual vents on the normal A3, they're actually not. So yeah, thumbs up for Audi there, because obviously it being a performance engine that needs more cooling than the standard A3. You get the chrome rings on the front. So yeah, I'm actually thinking about de-chroming them rings, going for the black rings on the front and the back, and this S3 logo. But this is actually a pain to get out. There's loads of clips and stuff like that. But yeah, I was thinking about that going black. So yeah, let me know in the comments if I should do that and you'd like to see that. Coming around to the side, touch on the wheels a bit later. As I said, you've got the black mirror caps. So whatever colour you get, you will have the black mirror caps. So yeah, they go to sort of a body colour if you go black, so they match the Mythos black paint that you can get on this car. All around here you'll see no more chrome. That follows all the way around the edge and around the back. And you also notice with the windows you get privacy glass, so you can see the standard glass at the front and the privacy glass. Major difference, and it is actually a must, and that carries on around the back as well. You'd also see down at the bottom you have got a black diffuser with, you've got the sort of black line around the outside, which on the standard one is chrome. But yeah, it looks really good in black, and yeah, follows all around that side. So the colour option we've gone for on this is nano grey. I had a TT in this colour, and it's probably one of my favourite colours that Audi do. But they also do another nice colour called quantum grey, which is sort of lighter than Nardo grey, and then this is sort of the darker version of Nardo grey, because Nardo grey is probably Audi's famous colour for their RS products, and everybody loves a Nardo grey car. I don't think there's anybody there who wouldn't have a Nardo grey Audi. So yeah, this is sort of the darker version of the Nardo. That's how I see it anyway. It's actually a metallic paint. The car is a bit dirty at the moment, like the background of this video, but yeah, let's ignore that. So it is kind of got some fleck in the paint. What I'm actually going to do is get my phone light out and then you'll actually see what I'm talking about here. So it's probably better at night. I don't know how much the camera's picking that up, but you can see the fleck in the paint beyond the grime. So at night time, when you're driving through places like London and you've got loads of lights beaming down on the car, it gives a good reflection. And yeah, especially when it's clean, which it isn't at the moment due to the horrible weather in England. But yeah, I think the Nano Grey really complements the Black Edition trim level. I've not actually seen one on the sort of normal S3 with the chrome and stuff, but I'm sure it does look nice, but I can't really see it looking as nice as this. Oh, and we've also got another little feature here. I'm not sure if that's black on the normal S3. But yeah, you've got the black aerial as well, little shark fin. So yeah, that's kind of what the Black Edition gives you on the exterior. So yeah, let's take a look at the wheels. So again guys, let's look beyond the grime of this car. But yeah, we actually have the 18-inch, I believe they call them trapezoid alloys, sort of like a 5-arm design. I mean, I really like them. I've seen mixed sort of comments about them in the comments of the last video, but yeah, they're a diamond cut alloy, so don't be curbing them as they are expensive to refurb, definitely more expensive than standard paint. But you've got sort of a nice contrast between the black and the sort of silver on the alloy. Really complements the center locks as well, and it also matches the badges on the outside, as you can see, so it just all blends together quite nicely. Personally, I like these wheels. There are other wheel options, which I'll pop on the screen now. So you've got the sort of black multi-spoke alloys. These are a £500 extra from Audi, but if you do go for these, then you actually have to complement it with the Audi magnetic ride, which does bump the cost up to like £1,500 just for a change of wheels. And then you also got these other 5-arm ones now, which I'll pop up, which are kind of the same kind of scenario. You have to get the magnetic ride to go with them, as they are sort of slightly bigger alloys, 19-inch, so it will affect the ride quality a lot more than what the 18-inch alloys do. So yeah, that's why I've gone for this, because this is sort of the standard on the Black Edition, not an additional cost. But as I said, we'll touch costing on another video, and everything will become clear to more so why I've chosen this kind of spec on a cost level. But yeah, this is just all about, as I said at the start of the video, telling you why I've gone for this stuff and what I've gone for. So yeah, that's it from the exterior. So we're going to jump on the inside now, and then we will talk about what features we have in there. Swiftly back inside the car now, where it's nice and warm and not out there in the crisp English 8 degrees, which feels like -5. Really, it's my fault. I should have a jacket on, but we've just got the Nike hoodie on today. I'll be sending them an invoice for that later. Not that it will affect their bank balance, but yeah. So in the inside the S3 now, we have everything in here you see is standard, apart from one thing. And when I say standard, I mean standard with the Black Edition, but I will highlight that to you and make that evident. So we have fine nappa leather seats on the S3. Not the fake leather that you'll see in the Audi kind of sport models, or not fake leather, or the sort of twin leather they call it. This is actually the full shebang. We have the S logos here to remind you what monster you are in. But yeah, really nice feel. You can probably hear it. Hear the human skin against the leather. Proper stuff, proper stuff. Yeah, best seats, I think. I've had the sort of interior protection applied to this, so anything I spill on them kind of avoid stains and stuff like that, or run off the surface, and yeah, keep it in pristine condition for the short time that I will have this car. And we've also got, into the footwells, we've got mats with sort of red stitching around the exterior. Let's go a bit closer so you can see that. Not sort of red stitching, red piping with this kind of like pattern along the outside of the mats. That's the same with the driver's side and into the rear as well. You can't really change anything in regards to the cosmetics on the inside. I believe you can get the Audi Super Sport seats, which are another £1,000 from Audi, and you actually get sort of a diamond stitched, more of a bucket kind of seat feel. Really nice seats. I definitely recommend going for them if you've got the money to do so, because I've sat in a car for a long distance with them seats, and they're really comfortable, and they also really hug you in. So it's definitely worth the money. So look into that as well, and you can get the sort of the red stitching in there as well, which will match with the vents. So you'll have red around the vents here, so it kind of will take the difference or increase the difference between what you'd have in the normal A3 to the S3. So it kind of makes you remember that you've spent that extra money for the S, and you've got that extra performance as well. There is a Quattro badge here to remind you that you can get to 60 in around 4.7 seconds, especially when you're using the launch control, and that you can go around corners pretty quickly without wrapping yourself around a tree. So yeah, always nice to have that reminder there. Another big thing with this car is we have the Bang & Olufsen speakers. These are a absolute must. They're my most used thing in this car, other than obviously the pedals and the steering wheel. They're probably the most used kind of extra that Audi have put in for you, standard with the Black Edition. I mean, their bass is just really good. Put the subwoofer all the way up, the bass up. Just make sure you're not in a residential area at night, because you will be waking a lot of people up, because they will feel it. I mean, they're really good speakers. You've got sort of the kind of travels up here. Got a speaker there. You've got a speaker, little speaker over there. You've got two in the doors, and then yeah, that goes round to the rear as well. So as you can see, this all lights up as well at night. When you do turn that on, this little pipe in here would light up, and you've got the Bang & Olufsen logo. And yeah, it just looks nice. I mean, it's a small feature, but it makes all the difference, and that's where Audi are good. They do sort of little things, bring loads of little things together, and then it stands up. Another thing that I enjoy, which complements the leather seats, is the heated seat ability on the car. So you just press this button once, and then it will actually light up. But it would help if I put the key in first to demonstrate that. So yeah, you press it once, then you'll get full power. Press it again, it'll go to medium. Then you've got low power, and then completely off. They do heat up pretty quickly. So if it's a cold, crisp day like it's today, especially in the morning, it will be heating up fairly quickly, and your bum will be warm, and also back quite rapidly. I mean, even with back pains and stuff like that, like the heat, obviously, I mean, I'm no physio, but the heat does help. So if you're one of them who just likes having a hot seat, then these are definitely the seats to go for. So heated seats, standard, again, not optional like they are in the A3. Yeah, always a big plus. So we have rear parking sensors on the car. So for instance, if I start the car now, put the car in reverse, you'll hear a little beep. Don't know if you could hear that, but you hear it again. So you don't actually get a diagram pop up on the screen like you would if you do have the front sensors. You'll get a little diagram pop up which will tell you how close you are to things. But yeah, you've just got the sound. I mean, I've been driving Audis for years now, and I'm used to it. I know when it goes to the long consecutive beep telling you to stop, I know how much you've got left and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll get used to stuff like that the more you experience the car. So you've got the rear parking sensors on there, which is standard. You don't really need front on a car like this. The bonnet's not overly far forward. You can see the front of the car, and you can park this car fairly easily. And when you are parking, I mean, the throttle's not too jumpy. I mean, I've been in the M140 before, and as soon as you lift off that brake, the car jolts forward. It's a bit of a weird experience. So yeah, this car is very usable, especially when you're in efficiency mode and not the dynamic mode. Another thing, which is obviously another massive one, is the technology pack which we have here. So at the moment we have it in the sports display, which you get with the S products, and then if I press view, you've got sort of the more traditional display. So at the moment we've got the map here, and we're on the Google Earth settings, because you have the technology pack, which is now 895 from Audi on the S3. You get sort of Audi Connect, so you can get like Google Maps and stuff like that. And then you got your phone information, radio, then also some driving data. As you can see, I've only done 437 miles in the car so far. I've loved every single one of them. A lot different to the A5 that I had, which was 150 brake horsepower. Now we've obviously got the 300. But yeah, we'll touch on the engine in another video again when we're driving the car. So technology pack is very, 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 I want to say essential, but you don't exactly need it, but it helps every day when you've got the maps in front of you rather than looking here, because I listen to music a lot. So I'll have my Apple CarPlay here with my music settings, and then I have my map here, sort of driving like this, and I've got my map there ready, pointing in the direction I'm going, and I've got all the driving data. And this central rev dial just is the best. Best virtual cockpit by far, sort of across all the brands. BMW, Volkswagen, Audi have really set the benchmark. Even stuff like Porsche for instance, I don't think they've got there with this virtual cockpit. The usability of it, the information it shows. I mean, it's a bit annoying having the fuel there all the time, watching it go down, but it's not a problem. And you've also got a boost bar there, so obviously you can see it nudging up a bit there. But when you're actually driving, the boost bar will actually fill up and show you how much of the boost you're using. You've got the engine temperature there as well, which is important to show. I mean, with these S products, it's important what temperature you have the engine before you start revving them. You don't want to be revving them when they're cold and moving around engine components and stuff like that. And steering wheel wise, we've got the flat bottom steering wheel, which was standard on this car. And then you've got sort of a nice little grippy material here. Really nice steering wheel. I mean, obviously they'll be probably changing it in the new one. The steering wheel's been out since about 2016, so yeah, I look forward to seeing new steering wheel. Maybe some nice Alcantara on the steering wheel that you get on some of the RS products would be nice. And I believe it's possible to wrap, but changing the steering wheel can actually be some aggravation. But yeah, you get all this standard stuff like automatic lights, automatic wipers. We don't have folding mirrors on this. Is probably one thing I would have gone for, but when I was sort of ordering the car, what was available for when I wanted it, this one was available and it didn't have the folding mirrors. So I thought, listen, I'll just get out and push them in for now. I mean, the way I kind of park, I don't park on a road or anything at night, so I rarely actually push the mirrors in, but folding mirrors is nice to have, and it's such a cheap option. I think on some cars it's like 135 or 235 pounds. You might as well just go for it. But yeah, it's not necessary, and as I said, the time I wanted the car, that's why I haven't got the folding mirrors. So we haven't got the sunroof on this one. So you've got at least you've got the black roof and not sort of like a grey roof, which I despise in cars. But black roof we have. The reason I haven't gone for the sunroof, which was probably the most common thing in the comment section, is because it's winter. Sunroof is over £1,000, and I'll be getting probably another S3 in, or whatever it is, in probably March, April time. So I thought there's no point, because I'm not going to have it open. I might as well save the sunroof for the car I get at that point. So I thought there's no point spending that extra money on the sunroof. I'd rather just put it in the tank, because this car's obviously a bit more juicier than what I've had in the past. But yeah, it's not too bad. Just for not supercar, for a hot hatch, that's what you expect, and the performance is actually pretty good, I think. It's actually been better than some practical cars that I've had. So, but yeah, more on that, the cost of running and stuff, coming in another video. So yeah. Another thing, and finally, the final touch, I don't know how much this is going to show on camera. You've got the Audi entry lights, so if I give that a move, you'll see where it is. So yeah, I'll probably do a video on installing them, because they're quite easy to get hold of and also easy to do. But at night, they make such a difference when you're in sort of like a car park as well. It really shines on the floor, and they're not like cheap, tacky lights. I've seen other brands do the lights. I mean, Range Rover ones are nice, but if you get like aftermarket ones off eBay that aren't sort of genuine accessories, they do look a bit tacky. But with the actual official Audi rings, they just look proper, like there's no glitching in the rings or anything like that. It's just all solid, and yeah, nice little feature. And I've got them on the other doors, and I'm waiting to put them on the rear doors as well, but I'll probably do a video on that, so you guys at home, if you want to know how to install them, you can. And yeah, so that's been it from me. We've got the Audi S3 Sportback. Excuse the kind of colour matching that I've had. I don't know if you lot have picked up on that, but I hope that's answered a lot of your questions. So yeah, that's it from me. Don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, share with everyone, subscribe for more content. They're getting more regular now. I mean, I've got the car for it, so why not? There's actually going to be some more cars coming on the channel, so it's not just going to be me rambling on about this. We've got the new sort of diesel S4 Avant I'm going to bring to the channel. Got a couple of comparison videos, head-to-heads. We'll break into some details about the exhaust of this car, which has been a big topic for S3 drivers because of how the exhaust is toned down, and that's loads of brands as well. A45 with them for the Mercedes, with the A35 as well, and I'm sure BMW when they brought out their new 135i. The exhaust has all changed, so there's loads of content to come. But yeah, thanks for watching and enjoy whatever it is you was doing before you clicked on this video.